Hi, I'm Ian Giles for LiveBait.tv, and we're at the Brickworks in Toronto, which is located on Bayview Avenue, just south of Pottery Road. First of all, just to help our viewers understand or appreciate how important this location is, can you tell us a bit about the history of the Brickworks, why it's significant?
Sure. This is a natural heritage site and an archaeological site. And I guess the history is that way back in 1880, the Taylor family started making bricks here. And they continued making bricks right up until, I guess, the late 1980s. And it passed through different hands along the way. But in essence, a lot of the bricks that were made here have been used in a lot of construction across Toronto. So important buildings like the Hart House, Casa Loma, and several other buildings in Toronto.
Tell me a bit about Evergreen's mandate. Like, what is Evergreen involved with? Is it a non-for-profit organization?
Yes, it's a non-for-profit organization, and the idea behind Evergreen is to bring nature and communities together for the benefit of both. So a problem right now in cities is that there's a real disconnection between people and their environment, people and nature, and that's what Evergreen tries to do. We try to sort of bridge that gap and bring the two together so that we can celebrate nature and live with it.
So another location that people might know of a historical site would be the distillery. So what would you say is the difference between the Brickworks project and the distillery project?
I think one of the main differences would be the location, because here we're located within a floodplain, so that changes the whole dynamics of the site. We've also got this incredible natural spot behind us, so that changes the dynamics also. And we're really trying to bridge the industrial part with the natural part and bring it together in sort of a symbiotic manner. And also the programming of which we're going to fill the Brickwork site with. It's very different. It's a lot of programs which involve the youth and day camps and ceramic museums and a celebration of nature and people. That's sort of what we hope to bring out here.
So with the programming or some of the areas that you're going to have, like for example, Jamie Kennedy's going to have a restaurant here and so on. What how does that affect sustainability or your mandate?
Sustainability. Well, we are going to do a lot of green technology here in our designs. We're going to have photovoltaic cells. We're going to have green roofs. We're going to try and incorporate as much as we can into that. In terms of our programming, a lot of the people who are coming on board are really interested in environmental issues also and sustainable living. And so, for instance, Jamie Kennedy, he's interested in having garden plots outside where he can grow his own food and his vegetables and herbs and whatnot for cooking and use those to actually feed the people here. And so it's sort of a concept of local. You know, you produce local, you buy local, and we're going to have farmers markets here too with local farmers, and so that's sort of the thinking along that lines.
How is this area going to change? What will it look like when it's done?
Okay, well, the kilns will still be in here, and we're going to have a bunch of children's activities in here. So you're going to see some interesting, crazy children's playscapes with big pipes winding around for kids to play on and move around in. And also we're going to have demonstration gardens in here. And that's primarily so that people can come and see how or what they can do in their own backyard, what kind of native plants they can use here. So they'll see these and then they'll go to the nursery and pick up their native plants at the nursery. So Evergreen will have a native plant nursery here, which will be a large scale and probably the only of its kind in the area. We're also going to have the Museum of Ceramic Arts in here, and they're going to host camps for kids, and it'll be all about clay making, the history of it, different techniques and stuff. So it really does fit in here considering there's huge walls of kilns in here. Right now we're looking at one of the long kilns which expands throughout the entire length of the building, and this is actually where the bricks were put in. And they were fired inside of here, and it would take a process of 2 days for it to reach the beginning of the kiln all the way to the end of the kiln until it was fired and ready to be put onto somebody's house or whatever structure.
And you're saying in the designs that the idea is to keep most of this existing structure in there.
Right. As much as we can. There's some parts that are falling apart, so we'll actually have to deal with that for safety reasons. But the idea is to keep as much as we can because it's a part of the history of Toronto.
Well, I just want to thank you very much for giving us your time to show us the brickworks, and it's really beautiful inside, so we've really appreciated the chance to come in and see it. And we hope that the city changes their mind soon on putting some buses on Bayview, and thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for being here.